LeBron James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they stick with Singletary. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Fournette once more on second down. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Push him back. Push him back.
On third down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. A big gain there for the Bills.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd down and 3. Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Singletary here running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Buffalo.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bills 24, Buccaneers 10. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second and a couple, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the give, this is Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now it's Allen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, a run from Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Got him in. It's Brown.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. And that'll set him back 5. Succop for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Allen. Sanders has it over the middle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary throwing.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 11.
And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.